Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at my F1 Alternative 2020 mod. So yes, we're starting with the Mercedes. You can see I've added the Ineos logo and sort of got rid of the red. The red is really annoying me at the moment. I really don't like it. I think that the Ineos logo is actually quite good in there. Then we got the Ferrari, which if you've subscribed to this channel for a long time, you know that I like to turn the logos white and red. We've got rid of the horrible grey stuff that was down the bottom, added some mission winner logos. Of course, the rear wing unfortunately doubles up as a couple of logos, so that's a bad news there. The Red Bull has somehow managed to change, the blue has changed colour unfortunately, but the only thing that I've really done with this is turn some of the logos. Added the white stripes and the white thing at the back. I've also added the W88 logo and the bigger Honda logo, which of course they have in real life. The Renault, of course, this is their just like their testing livery, of course. So all black. Haas without rich energy. I've gone for this sort. I tried to go for this grey lookout because I think it actually does okay. The grey on its own is a horrific colour, but with the red actually makes the red more vibrant, I personally feel. Then moving to the McLaren, this is sort of one that I did earlier type of thing, because I've gone with the grey rear wing, but as they have in real life, but unfortunately part of the blue on the thing. But we have got the Better Tomorrow and Unilever, because Unilever are our sponsor, but they're not actually on the car. But Better Tomorrow is there as well in place of Coca-Cola. The Racing Point has to go down. The idea for this goes to Tommy WTF1, a black Racing Point with pink Panther. I mean, it is a lot better than the current car. The Alfa Romeo car, which we'll be driving later for this video, is all red, simply because I think that an all red Alfa Romeo actually looks quite a lot better than the white that they've been going with. I know that possibly clashed with Ferrari. The AlphaTauri you guys have already seen already, because of course it's the most viewed video on this channel. If you haven't, I'll leave a link to the thing. And also the Williams you've seen already as well, because that is from the F2 Performance. If what if Williams had F2 Performance again, I'll try and leave another card in the top right hand corner. So yes, of course we are, as we do always with my mods, we're going to have a race with them. We're having a 25% race around Germany, where we're pretty good with P7. Obviously I like the AR because I was on about to standard car performance. Which of course has so much understeer, as you can see here. I'm used to less understeery car in Final Fantasy, and we do cross the line for P11, which isn't bad for Alfa Romeo. Our teammate is only down in 16th. Ricardo disappointed only in 17th. But let's go to the race now for today's German Grand Prix.
Welcome to the Rhine Valley and the Hockenheim Ring, where we await the start of the highly anticipated German Grand Prix. So let's join the action down on the grid.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
Thank you, Jeff. Now today's strategy is a one-stop, moving from these medium tyres to the softs. That's the strategy I want to go with. We might come in earlier, depending on how the AI are doing on their mediums compared to our existing mediums at the time. But fibre lights, go, go, go! And with that, we're off. There's a bit of tyre smoke, as you usually have and only have in F1 game. Around the outside of Hulkenberg, we've gone off track, extended immediately onto Sainz, and we're having a legal position. And we're going to let Sainz back through. That's going to invite Magnussen to stick his ear in when it's not 9. And Magnussen goes through in that horrible grey, well, I don't want to say horrible, it's The grey is really Haas, a real Haas colour, as we're coming back now at the red, but the red is actually quite a nice addition. Can we get McLaren of Science as well? Yeah. No, we can't actually. We're going to have to dip back behind the orange and white car as we're watching Sebastian Vettel dispatching Valtteri Bottas in his red Ferrari, and Leclerc also lining up a move. Verstappen looks like he wants to make a move as well. Move to lap 3 now. Up ahead of us we have Carlos Sainz going past Sergio Perez in the Racing Point, without Sport Pezza of course this year. Now we've got the Renault livery. This was made for today's announcement, but you can see they're going 4 wide there for a moment, but it is Hulkenberg. This group are quite falling behind now. Moving on, and of course Sainz has got his eye set on somebody else, this being Alex Albon. He's going to have a go around the outside of the tyre driver, and the tyre driver Albon takes the curbing and makes the move, and then of course Perez is now going through as well, and I think Albon definitely has some sort of damage on there, because we just waltzed past with DRS and Alfa Romeo and up into P number 8. Obviously Albon will of course give Magnussen, and he goes past as well. We're into lap 6 now, and already some of the front runners are starting to come in. They will go behind us, which means that when all of them come in, we will have the lead of the German Grand Prix. Magnussen is still there as ever. He's still in DRS range. He's just not really getting the. He hasn't really got there. Well, he is there on the right hand side, but then falls behind. And of course, moving to lap 9, we've taken the lead of the German Grand Prix, but we now have Lewis Hamilton, who's on fresh mediums, right up the backside. Of course, he is on the fight of his life. He's got medium tyres. He wants to run away, and he's just going to waltz past us with DRS and move up, and that's us back down to P2. Not that we were challenging for a podium or win anyway. We will maintain it on the outside, but we do join Giovinazzi in leading the Grand Prix though, so that's good. None of the others, the band of Ferraris and other Mercedes Bottas, didn't get past us in the end. I believe it's Leclerc, Vettel and Bottas, that 3. So interesting to see what come out. We pitted a lap earlier, mainly because everybody was starting to get a little bit quicker on their mediums, and we would have fallen out of the points. As it is, it's touch and go where we'll be compared to Magnussen. There goes Perez and Sainz. Perez ahead of Sainz, and there goes Magnussen. So we're behind Magnussen. Can we get ahead of Albon though? Yes, we can. That's crucial, because I'm sure Red Bull will be able to fix that issue on Albon's car pretty quickly. Because he's not out of the race. It's probably just an electronic point of view. As we join now, unfortunately, Daniel Ricciardo, who awkwardly is trying to retire from this race. He's pulling over to the right hand side, and he is out of the Grand Prix. And Ricciardo's retirement, yes, you guessed it, it triggered a virtual safety car. As of course now is the norm for F1 2019, we reveal a safety car every time somebody retires. Yes, I do agree with TR Limits. They've gone from one extreme to the other. It's a bit like with the wet weather pace for the AI that they did patch. They've gone from one extreme to the other again. They can't seem to find the perfect spot at the moment, Co-Masters. As we get underway, we're catching up to Kevin Magnussen. We actually got DRS out the virtual safety car, and on lap 12 we are going to just waltz past the DRS. We're on the soft tile now, and is that yellow flags for Ricciardo's top car? Codemasters, the virtual safety car is supposed to remain out until Ricciardo's car is removed from the circuit, but it's not removed from the circuit. It's a bit like if you watch Formula E about the mess up they made with the safety car and the fact that they haven't removed the BMW from the track. And the safety car released everybody at full speed. So moving to lap 14, we've now cut to Carlos Sainz. For some weird reason he's on the hard tyres. Weird AI glitch on this game. Can we get Perez as well? Yes, we can. Double dive bomb, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I went with the strategy, because I knew that I could get up into P6 with possibility of getting up ahead of people like Sainz and Perez, who are going to go side by side, but it's Perez who loses out to Sainz, and that sort of, as I said earlier, Red Bull have fixed Albon's here. He's starting to come back at Sainz. Magnussen sort of was already lost out, and Albon sort of sets his sights on Perez now at the end of the second DRS straight, but of course he's a sitting duck now because he hasn't played this well, because Perez now goes past him and does Carlos Sainz, and this is the last lap of the Grand Prix as well. And Sainz, I believe, makes the move, gets the better traction out the corner. As we come out through the final couple of corners, our race was pretty boring in the end, and we come out to finish in very well-deserved P6. And there's no message from Jeff there. Typical man. Imagine if Kimi had Jeff as his engineer. I mean, he'll be telling him to shut up literally every moment of every day. So yes, that's going to be it for today's episode of this mod. We'll leave a link to Race Department tomorrow, because of course this is scheduled to be a later upload, so once it's uploaded and rendered it won't be time, so I'll do it all tomorrow, have it out, and there will be a Turn 2 podcast as well tomorrow. But if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see more mods like this. We'll be doing some F1 2020 mod gameplay on F1 2018 made by Chris Dix, maybe next month or so. But until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care, thank you so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.